Now you see whiteboard?
Yeah, but is the recording? Oh no, now it's on. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me explain the most general way to solve this equation. Okay, you take the expression in the denominator, okay, in this case t, and 40 minus 6, and you factorization. Es obvio que t es impossible do anymore, but 40 minus 6, yes, we can factor out the GCF que es 2. You have 2t minus 3. So when you have completed factorization, the expression in the bottom, you copy here in this corner the least common denominator. And the least common denominator is, you see, in this case, the collection. The collection, every factor, remember the rule to find LCD is you take every factor, but when you have repetition, you take majority of them. In this case, no repetition because it's t alone, 2 alone, and 2t minus 3 is another factor. You take everything. So it's 2t minus 3. This is our LCD. Now we declare in that moment restriction. What is the reason we declare restrictions? Because this equation sometimes have a extraneous solution. So we transform a little bit in the way I want to explain now. This equation, and you obtain new equation, but this equation is not 100% equivalent to the original. Therefore, you declare a restriction, and the restriction is the value que give me 0 in the denominator. You know, what's the problem? The problem is that you cannot divide by 0. Divided by 0 is illegal. So this is a restriction. Entonces, I saw que in the LCD, the variable is t 2t minus 3. So t no 0, because you divide by 0 here is illegal. And 2t minus 3 no 0, que es equivalent to say 2t no 3 or t no 3 half. In conclusion, guys, not always happen, but sometimes, seldom happen. When you solve this equation, and the last part, it's totally impossible accept this restriction, t no 0 and t no 3 half. Okay? Suppose you see in the last problem that this situation happened, but just in case I need to verification this in any problem. Now the most important moment now. You multiplication the original equation by the LCD. Que es 2t minus 3, both sides, of course. 2t minus 3. Wow, entonces when the situation happens, well, at least this t is cancelled, you know. And the left hand side, well, we have 2 times 2, multiplication 2 times 2 is 4. You have 2t minus 3, no? This is the left hand side of the equation after the simplification. And the right hand side is more, is a simplification, more expression 2t minus 3 is cancelled out and 2 is cancelled out. And stay this t times this is t squared. So this equation now don't contain fraction magically. Now we can solve it. Okay, let me try to remove the parentheses. It's 80 minus 12 equal t squared. So I realize that this is quadratic equation. The reason que is quadratic equation because it contain at least one term que the exponent is 2. That this guy identification perfect, we are working with the quadratic equation, no? So I try to put in standard always. When you solve in the quadratic equation, you put in standard. So I propose you in this case maybe I bring 2t and 12 to the right hand side, like a minus t and plus 12. In the left hand side we have nothing, and nothing is 0. If you want, you interchange again t squared minus 8t plus 12 equal to 0, and you have a quadratic equation. Well, so far, the only possibility you know for solving the quadratic equation is by factoring. This is a regular trinomial. I put a variable, and the combination, I suppose, is 6 and 2, because 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 plus 2 is 8, and both negative, right? Same sign, because this sign is positive, both negative. Therefore, t minus 6 is 0. That means that t is 6. And t minus 2 is equal to 0. T equal to. And at that moment, see, I consider that this is the solution under the consideration that this value tan is completely different to the restriction, because the restriction is a bad guy in the problem. Okay, this determines 0 in the denominator, and 0 division by 0 is completely undefined. Okay, so now they are no coincidence. Happy, I am so happy. I consider that this solution is good, que es the option A. Do you understand? I promise, not in this example, in another example, I promise you see some problem that they are coincidence. You see, they are coincidence. You ignore, you delete this value because of the bad guy. It's a restrictions. Okay? Do you understand or no?
I understand.
Okay. Sometimes it's a thing happening in the algebra. Sometimes. After that, we study another kind of equation that is called a radical equation. And so a radical equation, this is rational equation. So the technical name of this is rational. Rational is equivalent to same fraction. Rational equation is the name of this topic. Okay, let's move on to the second example. Second example, say x plus 8 over x minus 4 is equal 6 over 4 minus x. Okay, in this case, well, x minus 4 and 4 minus x are family, because it's opposite sign. So you can write like that if you want, not necessarily. X plus 8 over x minus 4, and this is minus 6 over x minus 4. Because the relationship between x minus 4 and 4 minus x is completely negative 1. Because x is positive here, x is negative here, negative 1, and 4 is negative, and 4 is positive. And the connection, the formula que connecting both expressions is obvious that it's negative 1. Entonces now I want que is equivalent, no? Equivalent, okay. It's a one possibility. Now, entonces I don't need the factorization anything, no factorization, it's the same. And the LCD obviously is x minus 4. Because the only factor that we have in the denominator. Okay, super. And the restriction, let me call capital R restriction. I know what means that is x no 4. Any solution equal to 4, no good. Why? Because 4 minus 4 is 0, and division by 0 is illegal. Okay, now multiplication, everything by the LCD. Okay, LCD is x minus 4, both sides. Okay, this and this is cancelled. This and this is cancelled. X minus 4. No minus x. It's x minus 4. This is a mistake. Look. It's our LCD. And it's a cancel. And who stay alive? Well, stay alive, x plus a equal minus 6. So x is equal minus 6 minus 8, x is equal negative 14. Okay, there are no coincidence with the restriction because restriction is 4. So I suppose que negative 14 is good answer. Like that. Boom. Okay. Maybe the thing gets confusing is the term gets a family. Family is, remember, there are two possibilities, twin brother or family. Or nothing, no? X minus 4 divided by itself is 1. 1 is invisible, multiply, that is the reason we can delete in algebra. X minus 4 divided by 4 minus x is family, and family is negative 1. We can delete, but you put extra negative 1, because positive 1 is invisible, but negative 1, no, it's invisible. Okay? It's another possibility. Okay, let me complicate a little bit more, because this is too easy, because there's only one denominator, but when you have several denominator like this example, let me show you. Example 3 is 4 divided by x minus 4 plus 4 divided by 2x minus 8 equals 6. Okay. Remember, step by step. Step number 1, factorization any expression in the denominator. This is prime, no problema. This is prime, no problema. For this, no. I can see that the GCF is 2. X minus 4. Okay, now in this corner I write LCD. LCD is the combination. Actually, x minus 4 gets repeated, take 1 time, and 2. So 2 times x minus 4. Under this consideration, the restriction associated with this equation is x no 4, never 4, because 4 minus 4 is 0. Ready, I multiply everything by LCD. When you multiply everything by LCD, gets 2 times x minus 4, 2 times x minus 4, 2 times x minus 4, everything. Well, in this case, x minus 4 is cancelled. And it's take 2 and 4 together is factor. 2 times 4 is 8 plus. Wow, in this case, everything is cancelled. 2 is cancelled. X minus 4 is cancelled. It's take 4, only 4, equals 6 times. Time 2 times x minus 4. Well, now this is 12. And this is also 12. It's a coincidence. X minus 4. Wow. Something is no good here. X minus 4. I forgot something. I forgot 4. These 2 is cancelled. 12. Okay, something is wrong here. 8. This is 8. This is 2 is cancelled. Stay 4. This is 12. Sweet. Yeah, okay. Everything is okay. Divided by 12 both sides. This is 1 equal x minus 4. Therefore, I bring negative 4 to the other side. 1 plus 4 is 5. And one moment I see, wow, F5. So we have one solution, F5, and this solution have no coincidence with the restriction because the restriction is 4. So it stays A. Good. Option A. Okay. Okay, I don't know why in this step I confusing. Yeah, it's okay, it's 1. Okay. Do you follow me, guy? Confusing or no? Was clear or no? Go ahead.
Excuse me, what's the exact restriction rule that the denominator is not going to be the numerator?
Denominator is not, your question is, in what step? This step, okay, David, help me to understand, because remember, you were not face-to-face. This step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. What is your question? In what step?
The restriction.
The audio is
that it's not.
I got it. And the restriction. Okay. The reason, I understand it's a little bit hard to understand at the beginning. What is the idea for the restriction? You need to know that when you have fraction, suppose something 5 divided by, so you divide it by 0, this division is totally illegal. It's undefined.
Correct.
Right? I need to avoid that situation. So what is the bad guy can create this situation? Well, in this example, it's 4. Because I suppose that x is 4. When you plug it in the original equation, look at that. 4 divided by 4 minus 4. Do you see?
I got it now. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, wait. So you need to avoid this situation. So what is the bad thing in algebra? When in algebra, I do one procedure. And you transform the original equation to another equation, okay, I suppose it's easier to manipulate. But this equation not always is 100% equivalent to the original.
Correct, right.
That is the reason. Okay, great. Another thing, suppose this. And suppose you have x minus 4 divided by x minus 4. Entonces, I simplify and the answer is 1. Well, this is true, but not 100%, because this is true for all real number except 4. Because at x equal 4 is 4 minus 4 divided by 4 minus 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0, and 4 minus 4 is 0, and you cannot delete 0 divided by 0. So this is 1 under the restriction x not 4. This is the idea for the restriction. But be careful when you manipulate rational equations. In this case, no problem. There are no coincidence between the solution and the restriction, but you need to be aware.
Thank you.
This is, I know. At the beginning, the students don't understand very well what the idea. What is the idea for the restriction, professor? No. Okay, so let's move on to the number 4 problem. Number 4 problem is, I suppose, a little bit more interesting because we have 1, 2, 3 expression. Okay, negative 5x divided by 2x plus 12 equal 2x divided by 4x plus 24 plus 6x minus 1 over x plus 6. Okay, step number 1, factorization 1 by 1 expression and the denominator. Well, actually, the last one is impossible, it's prime. But in the first one, yes, GCF is 2 outside. And the second is 4 outside. Boom. Super. Now is already everyone factorization. Factor out. Now this is a crucial moment to find LCD. Remember, LCD is the combination of everything. You take everything. When they are repetition, no. When they are repetition, you take one time. So x plus c, I can see is there in any expression. So you take only 1x plus 6, no 3x plus c or 2. Okay, when it's repeated, take. And the LCD between 2 and 4 is obviously 4. And the restriction associated with that problem, just in case we have problem in the last moment, is not negative 6. because negative 6 and positive 6 is 0. The restriction is the value que give me a LCD equal to 0. And LCD, you know, is denominator, and denominator 0 is illegal. Okay, ready now to multiplication everything by LCD. The LCD is 4 x plus 6, 4 x plus 6, 4 x plus 6. What is cancelled? X plus 6 cancelled. Now 4 divided by 2 is 2. Equal. Everything is cancelled. X plus 6, x plus 6. 4 and 4. Stay only 2x. Hey, I forgot. I forgot in the first one. Yuri. I forgot in the first one. is 2. But you forgot the numerator. Hello. Look. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times negative 5x is minus 10x. Now you divide and multiply. Don't forget the numerator. Hello. In this case, it was obvious. Okay, we cannot forget because everything is cancelled. Look, 44 x stay alive only 2x. Plus something, plus this and this is cancelled, and stay only 4 times 6x minus. Okay, do you see? Okay, after the multiplication, this is classical in algebra. My equation is reduced. My equation now is easier than the original, but not equivalent, 100%. This is the disadvantage. Okay, no problem. But let me try now. Manipulate. This is 24x, and this is negative 4, minus 4. Okay. So now I try to solve for x. So I propose you bring everything to the left. No. It's minus, no? It's minus, 3 minus. A minus, equal negative 4. I bring this guy and this guy to the left hand side, and we combine. This is 12, 36, no? It's 36. It's 24, 12, 24 plus 12. Yes, 36. Negative 36. X equal negative 4 divided by negative 36 both sides. X is equal positive, negative divided by negative positive, 1 over 9. Because 36 is 4 times 9. And 1 over 9 is completely different to the restriction. No problema. You suppose that 99% of the case, we have no problem, because there are no coincidences with the restriction, and the solution is 1 over 9, exactly like the option D. You get the idea? You get the procedure of the rational equation? No big deal. I know it's a little bit long, no? But this is, remember, this is intermediate algebra. This is no kindergarten algebra, right? This is intermediate algebra, que is the to be ready to take college algebra. Okay? Let me see now attendance. Sherman Collins, Angélica Jiménez, Alejandro, Kevin, Kendrick, Juan Gómez, Edward, Ryan, Francis, Juan Santana, Alex Manuel, and David, and just me. Okay. I know. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Let me show what the hell. Alright, let me see. Make it zoom. This tool doesn't work. Yes, work. Okay. Delete. Okay, let's do it now. Number 5. Number 5 say 4 over y plus 5. Guys, this document I sent today, you know, in this email. No, it's equal. It's minus. It's minus 6 over y minus 5 equal 4 over y squared minus 25. Okay, again, identification rational equation. Why identification? Because the variable, the unknown, is located in the denominator. So you treat like a fraction. Okay, so now I focus in the expression and the denominator. The first two expression is private. The second no. It's the differences of the square and the factorization. I know. Is yy, phi, plus or minus, according to the formula that you know very well, no? That formula, a squared minus b squared is equal a plus b, a minus b. You apply that formula in this specific example, in which a is y and b is phi. Okay. Now, so I did the first step, factorization, any expression in the bar. Second step, find the LCD. LCD, remember, I repeat several times, is the collection of the factor in the denominator without repetition. LCD is y plus phi and y minus phi. Okay? Both. Take it. One time. Each. Now, restriction associated with the problem is y no phi, because phi minus phi is 0, and y no negative phi. Any solution equal to this is completely wrong. Now, multiplication. Multiplication, the entire equation. This is most, in my opinion, is the most important moment. When you multiply the entire equation by LCD, is the moment in which you eliminate the fraction. Okay. Now it is cancelled. Stay 4 times y minus phi. This times this together. In the second, we have this is cancelled. Y minus phi stays 6, but negative 6 y plus phi. In the right hand side, everything is cancelled. Look. And it stays just 4. Wow, you know it's easy. This equation now is super easy. Okay, be careful, but it's equivalent to the original except the restriction. Okay, now distribute the property. 4x, 4y, minus 20. Minus 6y, minus 30. Equal 4. Well, we combine later is 4y positive, negative is negative 2y. And it's a negative 50 equal 4. Now I move 50 to the other side, minus 2y equal 4 plus 50. Okay, 54, no? 54 minus 2y equal 54. Finally, divided by negative to both sides. And 54, sorry, divided by 2 is 27, no? 27, but negative. Negative 27. I suppose that this is my answer. There are no coincidences with the restriction. Happy. No elimination or anything. Negative 27 is perfect valid. There are no coincidences with this and this. No. And this is the option C. Any question, guy? No big deal. I know the only disadvantage is that the problem is too long, and some problem is too long. So when it's too long, maybe we make a mistake because we confuse one stupid sign. You know, this is, see, you following the same procedure. Okay, is number 1, factorization and expression in the denominator. Number 2, find the LCD. Number 3, find the restriction. Number 4, multiply whole thing by LCD. And number 5, just manipulate algebra. and try to find a solution. And number 6 is the last moment, compare my potential solution to this restriction. They are coincidence? No. Okay, so my solution is good. They are coincidence? Yes. So you delete, eliminate the coincidence because the restriction is a bad guy. Number 6 is 5 over m minus 2 minus 8 over m plus 2 equal 2 over m squared minus 4. I copy number 6. Okay, I can see that this expression is prime. This is prime, but this no. This is different of square again. And the factorization is mm to 2. Because the square root 4 is 2 plus or minus. So now under this consideration, our LCD is m plus 2 times m minus 2. And the restriction associated with this LCD is m no 2 and m no negative 2. Okay, now ready to multiplication. Multiplication everything by the LCD, one by one. M plus 2, m minus 2, m plus 2, m minus 2, m plus 2. When you have practice, you delete that part or skip that part. Because it's easy to see, for example, when you multiply this guy, is the LCD, by the first one, it's obvious that this and this is cancelled. And stay m plus 2. We can do here what we can do here. Right? So stay 5, m plus 2. Minus, delete this and this now. Okay, it's equivalent to delete this. So stay a, m minus 2. And the right hand side, well, delete everything. Pom, 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 pom. Pom, 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 pom. It's just to stay. Okay, this is my new equation. Easier than the original. Remove parentheses. 5m plus 10 minus 8m plus 16 equal to, we combine later, positive 5 and negative 8 and negative 3. Positive 10 and positive 16 is plus 26. Minus 2m equal, well, 2 minus 26. And move 26 to the right hand side, to m equal negative 24, divided by negative 2 both sides, and it's 12, positive 12. Let me see.
Excuse me. Why does
Yeah.
M?
I suppose I make a mistake, no? You see mistake, David?
I think so.
In what part? Help me.
Okay, the first time at minus 3m plus 26 equals 2.
Okay. You are talking about that part?
No.
That part?
The next one.
The next one. Okay.
Okay,
The
so
next
that
one
line
is...
is good. When you go to the next line, why is it the negative m become negative 2?
Your audio is intermittent. It's Okay. And this step, David, let me see. Something is wrong because I don't found the answer here. So now, let me see. Yeah. I see here your idea. A 3 here. A 3, no? David.
Right.
Excellent. Thank you. So a 3. I don't know.
And I couldn't believe I didn't match the professor.
I
thought I was wrong, and I'm looking at it, and it's right.
No. This is 8. This is 8. And a perfect matching.
Beautiful.
Let me see. Yeah, it's B. Positive 8. And no coincidence with the restriction. Wow. You know, guys, it's not the same. When they solving in one piece of paper without pressure of the students, when you have students, maybe I put a little bit nervous, I make a stupid mistake. Pero, well, okay, I am human, no? I am no superhero. Every day I make a mistake, no? The average of my mistake is not too big, but I make a mistake. Okay. Thank you, David. Okay. Number 7. Number 7 is a little bit more big. Let me see. Make a zoom. Is y over y squared minus 13y plus 36 plus y over y squared minus 16 equal y over y squared minus 5y plus minus 36. Help me to check in, double checking, see everything is okay. I could be right, I could be wrong. According to this is equal sign. Okay, yeah, I suppose que yes, I could be right. Now, remember the procedure. Step number 1 is factorization one by one, the expression in the denominator. This, and this. Trinomial, binomial, trinomial. Fortunately, this trinomial is regular. Both trinomial are regular. And this is the easy difference of the square. You put y, 6 times. Wow. And this is 9 and 4, I guess so. 9 and 4, what sign? Negative both. 9 times 4 is 36, 9 plus 4 is 30. Negative both. This is square root 16 is 4. Plus or minus. And this is again 9 and 4. Because 9 times 4 is 36 and 9 minus 4 is 5. What sign? Negative 9 and positive 4. Okay, I did the first step. Okay, the first step was factorization and expression at the bottom. When you have this expression completely factor, it's relatively easy to find the LCD. Remember the LCD, I repeat one more time. It's the collection of any factor, the factor that I saw, and that problem is y minus 9 one time. Let's repeat it here and here, but I don't care. Take one time. Y minus 4, take it also here and here, and y plus 4. This is my LCD, que is the LCD that I am using to multiplication everything. Entonces now the restriction, be aware que no 9, no 4, and no negative 4. Any value equal to this is completely illegal, a restriction. Okay, let's do it in this way. Look, using different color. When you multiply the LCD, que es this guy, time the entire equation one by one, in the first expression, y minus 9 is cancelled, look at that. And y minus 4 is cancelled. And stay alive y plus 4 times y. So I copy y times y plus 4. Do you follow me? Okay. And instead of copy here, I change the idea using different color. Now using blue color for the second. For example, when you multiply the LCD times the second, es obvio que y plus 4 es cancelled. and y minus 4 in this case is also cancelled. And stay alive the y in the numerator times y minus 9, no? I did okay. Que the only que have no blue color. The red was the first. The blue was the second. And the green was the right hand side. In the right hand side, y minus 9 is cancelled. And y plus 4 is cancelled. Y plus 4 is here. Entonces stay y times y minus 4, no? Yeah. I don't know if you like that way or you prefer copy in the top and cancel out independence one by one. I show you different possibilities. Okay, now, remove the parentheses. Y squared plus 4y plus y squared minus 9y y squared minus 4y. They look like quadratic equation. Okay, when you see exponent 2 is quadratic equation. And quadratic equation, remember the best way is putting a standard. When you're putting a standard, move everything to the left. So I copy y squared plus 4y plus y squared again minus 9y minus y squared plus 4y equal to 0. So the only thing I did was, in this step, move y squared and minus 4y to the left with the opposite sign, of course. Now, at least we have right hand side 0, and we combine later. We have in total y, well, this y and this y is cancelled out. Look, because positive negative. Stay alive only one y squared. Now, let me use a different color, for example, red. You combine like this and this. No, okay. This is 4 plus 4, so you add in the positive guy, 8. Minus y and minus y. Wow, minus y equals 0. And this is my equation. Okay, this equation is super easy. I can see the GCF, the great common factor, is y minus 1. Entonces in this moment I apply the zero factor property. When you factorization, each factor must be equal to 0. Y is equal to 0, que es the first guy, equal to 0, and y minus 1 equal to 0, que es the second factor, que es equivalent to say y equal 1. Entonces the solution is y equals 0 and y equal 1. I don't know si they are coincidence. I feel que es good. 0 and 1. Yeah, 0 and 1 is here. 0 and 1. Look. And no coincidence with the restriction against this. So nothing is illegal, and my solution is good. I suppose that in the next problem, I don't remember. We have coincidence with the restriction. Well, in two problems, I suppose that in one moment you see that they are coincidence. So far, it's okay, guys. Let me take feedback. Everything okay? Dalida? Dalida, are you there? You activate the camera. Dalida, okay. Okay, Dalida. Okay, does everyone follow me? It's complicated, it's easy, it's confusing? No? No, answer me. For the chat or activate the microphone. Professor, I follow you. Or no?
I'm following you.
Okay. Thank you, David. And the rest? Okay. And the rest, no? Oh, yes. Moving on to number 8. Number 8, I suppose is similar. Number 8 is, I want to copy. Wow. is m plus 4, m plus 4. So our variable now is m plus 4 divided by m squared minus 3m plus 2 minus 4 over m squared minus 4m plus 4 equal m minus 4 over m squared minus 3m plus 2. Wow, in this case, look, in this case, by coincidence, this trinomial and this trinomial is the same. Well, in this I take advantage because when I factorization one time, automatically I'm doing the factorization of this. This is mm. I suppose que es 2 and 1, no? 2 and 1 because 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3 minus both. Oh, and the third one, and this is perfect square. Entonces you can write like that, m 2 minus minus, because 2 times 2 is 4, negative 2, and negative 2 is positive 4, and negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4. And you can write, if you want, m minus 2 is square, because they are twin brothers, no? Do you follow me so far? Okay, remember step number 1, factorization any expression in the denominator. Okay, this is the reason that we study factorization, because we need to use it in algebra from now. In college algebra, we continue factorization. Now, least common denominator. Least common denominator is, be careful, because the rule for finding the least common denominator is, you take every factor, no omission. What is the factor in my problem? n minus 2, n minus 1. But how many? You take majority. Majority of them are no repetition. Okay, therefore, for example, n minus 1 you take one time. Because I can see in my expression here and here. However, n minus 2, I saw here, here, and here. Not necessarily take everything, no, you take majority, and majority is a square. Do you see that? This is my least common denominator. If you take a minus 2, no, it's incomplete. Okay, now restriction associated with the problem is no 1 and no 2. And now multiplication. Multiplication, everything by LCD. Okay, who is cancelled out? For example, in the red column, n minus 2 is cancelled, but 1. N minus 1 is cancelled, totally. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. N plus 4 times n minus 2, because remember we have 2 and we cancel out only 1. Now in the second we have minus, of course, 4 times something. In this case, cancel out n minus 2 twice, like that, boom. And stay only m minus 1 equal. And the third one, n minus 2 is cancelled one time, and n minus 1 is cancelled completely. And stay n minus 4 times n minus 2. Okay, something like that. Okay, ready. Okay, now what should I do? Well, in this case, FOIL, because it's a multiplication to binomial, no? You FOIL and distribute the property. Look, the manipulation is clear. You FOIL this, m times m squared. N times minus 2m is minus 2m. 4 times m is 4m. And it's a minus 9, minus 8, sorry. if you want, in this moment, which you don't forget, you combine later here and here. This is m squared plus 2m. Your negative 2 plus 4 is positive 2 minus 8. Okay, keep going. Entonces, negative 4 times m, this is binomial and monomial. Entonces, no FOIL, it's just distributed. Entonces, minus 4. Okay, let me copy here down. No, here, much better. Minus 4m plus 4. Okay, minus 4m plus 4. And here, FOIL again. Binomial. M squared on the right hand side. M squared minus 2m minus 4m plus 8. And so far we have in the right hand side m squared minus 6m plus 8. Okay. Okay, before I do anything, I highly recommend combine letter in the left hand side. So we have m squared. This and this is lighter. Positive 2 is negative 2m. And this and this is negative 4. Equal m squared minus 6m plus 8. Okay, in this moment it's important. It's important in the manipulation. Okay, I can see okay, this equation actually is not quadratic equation. Why not? Because we have m squared here and m squared here, and you can delete. And the different side of the equation, you can delete exactly the same. Suppose that you don't see very well this. Okay, no problema. Suppose. Okay, Professor, you explain me okay, the best way for solving the quadratic equation is putting a standard. And putting standard means can move everything to the left. Minus m squared plus 6m minus 8 equal to 0. And now ready to combine later. This and this is cancelled. It was exactly the same the idea automatically in this moment, but it's okay. And we combine later. It's negative 2 and positive 6 is positive 4m. And this is minus 12, no? Minus 12 because it's negative 4 and negative 8 is 12, pero negative. Now it's linear equation, not quadratic, because the quadratic term disappears in one moment of the procedure. Now, 4m equal 12 divided by 4 m3. Let me check and see if solution is correct or incorrect. 3. Oh yes. And they are coincidence with the restriction or no? Let me see. No, because the solution is 3. The solution is 3, and the restriction is the bad guy is 1 and 2. No coincidence. The solution is perfect. 2. And matching with the one choice that we have here. Any question? Are you boring to do this? I suppose you have 2 or 3 more examples. Remember, we have time, no? Today I finished at 9:40, no, at 8:40. Sorry, guys. The last time I totally confused you. But I apologize. And also, I send the video for the second part. Okay. Boom. Okay, let's move into number 9. Number 9 is short, not too long. Number 9 is 7 over m plus 4 minus 6 over m minus 4 equal negative 56 over m squared minus 16. Okay, again, factorization, the expression and the denominator. This and this, no, prime. This is difference of a square, binomial. The factorization is m 4 plus or minus. Okay, when you finish the factorization part, is the crucial moment that we are ready to find the LCD. The LCD is LCD, in this case m plus 4 and m minus 4. It's okay. Take one time. And the restriction are n no 4 and m no negative 4. Okay, let's do a multiplication. Multiplication, this and this is cancelled. The first one. Stay only 7 times n minus 4. The second is minus 6 times n minus 4 is cancelled. And stay n plus 4. Oof. N plus 4. Now, in the right hand side, we have only everything is cancelled. Minus 56. This is my new equation. My new equation, easier than the original. This equation is equivalent to this equation, except in the restriction. Otherwise, it's equivalent. Now distribute the property. 7m minus 28. Minus 6 minus 24 equal negative 56. 7 and 6 is 1. Positive. 28 and 24 together is 12, carry the 1, 52. Minus 52. Equal minus 56. M is equal minus 56 plus 52. Is negative 52. 52. 52. M is equal negative 4. Oh, my first example, que they are coincidence, in between the solution, the manipulation of the equation and the restriction. Therefore, in this case, this solution doesn't work because the bad guy said, what is the answer, professor? The professor, this equation have no solution. No solution because the solution for this equation is not equivalent 100% with the original. Give me negative 4, and negative 4 is a coincidence with this restriction. Therefore, no solution. And what is the official symbolic way to indicate that? Well, no solution is empty set, que es that symbol. That symbol. Do you see, guys? Do you see? Finally, you see this case in which we have coincidence in between the solution and restriction. Therefore, no solution. This equation have no solution. Okay? Let's move on to the number 10. I don't know what happened in number 10, but on number 9 have no solution. It's important, the restriction is important. Okay, number 10, say 6 over x plus 5 equal 1 minus 1 over a minus 5. Okay, let me check in just in case I copied right or copied wrong. Good. Okay, in this case, super easy because this expression we don't need to factorization. This is prime. But it's x or it's m? Wait. I'm crazy. It's m, no x. So I erase this x. Our unknown is m, no x. Okay, so the LCD for this equation is the combination both m plus 5 and m minus 5. And the restriction, que is the illegal value, is 5 and -5. Let's do the multiplication. It's the most important moment. When you multiplication, and the first guy in the first expression in the left hand side, m plus 5 is cancelled. And it stays 6 times m minus 5. Well, in 1, no, nothing is cancelled. Nothing. Entonces 1 is 1. Because we have no denominator, no? Minus, in the second, yes, it cancel x minus 5. And it stay m plus 5. Parenthesis, m plus 5. Don't forget the parenthesis because this minus here affect everything inside. So distribute 6m minus 30 is equal 1 minus m minus 5. This is -1, invisible, multiply both here. Okay, linear equation now. We have linear equation. We combine later. 6m minus 30 is equal, well, +1 and is -4. There's -4 minus m. Well, I propose you as a linear equation. As always happen in linear equation, you move the variable to the left. So 6m plus m. In the right hand side, we have -4 and plus 30. And we combine 7m is equal 26, no? 26. This is weird, this value. Let me see, 26. Something is wrong. I did something wrong again. Let me see. Something wrong. Who helped me to detecting the mistake? And one line, David. This line.
Okay. In that line.
One
mistake.
Okay. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step.
It's step 2.
Step 2. Let me check it. Step 2. Come on. Continue. Is.
I think the right side. Is minus m minus 5.
And this is wrong?
Right, you have an extra 1 there.
Un extra 1. No, this one is this one. And this minus affect everything inside the parenthesis minus x minus 5. I suppose that this is okay.
Oh, no. Correct. I apologize.
In the second step, so from 1 to 2, it's okay or no? From 2 to 3, let me see, is +1, -5, -4. Bring down minus m, like this, in the left hand side, I don't touch. Wow. Okay, now 30. This is 1 minus 5 -4. I move this to the other side. I don't see mistake. Who helped me to see mistake? Nobody?
Well, according to my calculations, I put in 1 minus 5 and it equals -4.
I did that, no? Look at that. 1 and -5 and -4. Well, guys, okay. When this situation happens, you start at the beginning because it's okay. I don't see the mistake. I redo again. I redo again. So I copy now. I copy 6 over m plus 5 equal 1 minus 1 over m minus 5. Let me see again. Yeah. Okay. 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 LCD is amplified times n minus 5. When you multiply, it's obvious. You have 6 times n minus 5. Because this and this is cancelled. Ah, wow, 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 wow. Wow, I'm crazy. Look, when you multiplication, no one. When you multiplication is amplify n minus 5. Because you multiplication this time 1. I don't know exactly, I put 1. This is wrong. Now finally, minus, this minus is this minus. And this time this is cancel out that part. Is m plus 5. Do you see the mistake? You never see the mistake when you do erase everything and redo again.
Oh, because instead of keeping the 1, we had to
multiply. Absolutely. Let me explain another way. Look, when you multiply n plus 5 times n minus 5, here, this is cancel and stay n plus 5 and 6. Exactly. No, sorry. N plus 5 is cancelled. It's the n minus 5 times 6. When you multiply, David, n plus 5 times n minus 5 times 1, it's obvious que it's n plus 5 times n minus 5. I put a 1 here. Crazy. And the last one is n minus 5. Entonces, n plus 5 times 1. And don't forget this extra negative 1 invisible that we have here. Okay. Now, 6m minus 30 is the same, but you need to FOIL this because it's a multiplication binomial. M squared minus 5m plus 5m minus 25 minus m minus 5, because I distributed this invisible negative 1 here and here. Okay. I copy 6m minus 30 equal m squared. Okay, look at that. This and this cancel out because it's positive and negative. This is 1m minus m. This is 30, no? It's 30. Yeah, m minus 30, no? M minus 30. 25 and 5 minus 30. Ooh, minus 30, and this is cancel out. Look. But suppose que you don't know. Okay, no problem. I move everything. In this case, I recommend to the right hand side, m squared minus m minus 30 minus 6m plus 30. The reason I move to the right, not to the left, is because in the right, well, it doesn't matter. In the right, you have 1, 2, 3. In the left, you have only 2. It's much better. Move 2 to 3. Now, after you interchange the equation, and that's it. Okay, positive 30 and negative 30 is cancelled. So it's m squared minus 7m. M squared minus 7m, no? Because negative 1 and negative 6 is negative 7. Okay. Now, if you feel more comfortable with this equation, you put m squared minus 7m equal to 0. Oh, nice. I like that. And what is the great common factor in that case? M minus 7 equal to 0. Entonces, one solution is 0, another solution is 7. Let me check it out. Okay, see this may be matching with the one option that we have here, 7 and 0. Oh, yes, it's the option A. Look at that. No coincidence with any restriction. No. Because the restrictions are 5 and negative 5. I forgot. Hello. Restriction are 5 and negative 5. No coincidence with the restriction. Therefore, this solution is good. Do you see, guys? Don't rush like me. I try to do because I underestimate the problem. I suppose, it's too easy for me. Too easy, no. Step by step, slow down, you get the answer, right? Okay. I don't know, let's continue doing in the next page. Next page, let me see, in this document, que es practice for test number 4, doing the second page. Okay, this is the second page. Well, the second page is completely different. The second page is another topic in the chapter 4, but in my opinion, it's super easy. Let me explain in detail. So we have the manipulation of the exponent. What is the rules for the exponent? Rules for the exponent. Number 1 rule, when you have, for example, x to the second times x to the third is x to the fifth, because 2 plus 3 is 5. So in the rule number 1 say, when you multiplication, of course, the same base. C is y, no. C is x, yes. You add the exponent. If you divide x to the whatever 6 divided by x to the 4, it's subtraction. It's x to the second. Where come from? Do is 6 minus 4. And number 3 is when you power of power. Suppose you have x to the second to the third. You multiply the exponent. Where come from this 6? 2 times 3. This is the basic 3 rule that you need to apply. One more rule, the negative exponent. Sometimes we have x to the minus 3. What means negative exponent? Reciprocal. 1 over x cubed. So when you have in the top, for example, negative exponent, you have x to the negative minus 3, x to the 5, x to the minus 4, and you have, for example, in the bottom, x to the minus 2, x to the 7, positive, and x to the negative 3. What should I do? Well, so my recommendation is the positive exponent stay in your corresponding position. Doesn't change. However, the negative, no. The negative reciprocal. Reciprocal is in the opposite side. This x to the minus 3 is x to the positive 3 in the bottom. This x to the minus 4 is x to the positive 4 in the bottom. This is x to the minus 2 is x to the positive 2 in the top. And this x to the minus 3 is x to the 3 in the top. Okay? Those are my highly recommendation. So no. This is not the only way to do. Some people prefer working with the negative exponent. Okay, I respect that. And you get exactly the same answer with me. Okay, let's do it. So, no, look. In this case, I can see x to the cube and x to the cube is cancelled. We have in the top x to the 7 because of multiplication. And you have here x to the 11. So 7 minus 11 is 4. But 4 where? In the bottom. Okay, this is one possibility. Another possibility is some people can prefer continue working with the fraction for the negative exponent. Sorry, you combine. You have, for example, here in the top, negative 3 and negative 4 and negative 7. And negative 7 and positive 5 is negative 2. Because negative 7 plus 5 is negative 2. In the bottom we have the negative is negative x minus 2 and minus 3 is negative 5. And negative 5 is x to the positive 2. Wow. So what should I do? Well, you convert, because the final answer, you never express it, never using negative exponent, never. Move this negative 2 to the bottom. That's 1 over x to the second power and another x to the second power. Finally, exactly, we get the same answer. But I prefer that way. That way is easy. You convert negative exponent to positive exponent. How? Well, you move to the opposite side. You have negative exponent in the top, you move like a positive exponent in the bottom. You have negative exponent in the bottom, you move like a positive exponent in the top. And now you manipulate positive. Yeah, it's nice. It's super easy. I suppose you remember this, no? Okay, so you remember this rule. We are ready to start the problems. Remember, Multiplication is addition de exponent. Division is subtraction. Power of the power is multiplication. Different level of the power. Okay, and oh, I forgot to explain one more thing. When you have fraction exponent, okay, suppose that you have a raised to the 3 over 4. What means fraction exponent? Well, fraction exponent, we can, if you want, not necessary, convert to the radical notation of the same expression. No? But what kind of root? 4 root. Where come from this root 4? This is the 4. This 4 is this 4. And the cubic is the power. The power and the denominator is the index of the root. Index of root. And the 3 is the power. You can write like that, or you can write like that. Either way. For root of a and raise everything to the cubic power. Doesn't matter. This is equivalent. Okay, using fraction exponent, using radical notation, and using radical notation when the power is outside or the power is inside. In my opinion, the best way is the last way. Pero no, okay, depende on the problem. Depende on the problem. Let's move on to example 11. Example 11 is a little bit weird, but combine everything. Is negative 36 over 49 raised to the half power. Pero positive half, no negative half, like 12. It's positive half. Okay. Look, some important thing. This negative is completely irrelevant. You continue copy this negative because this is like a negative 1, invisible negative 1. Okay, so you copy negative 1. Okay, negative 1. You copy negative, and you convert now this fraction using the radical. This is a square root. Because the square root is when you have 2, the index is 2. But when it's a square root, this you don't need to indicate 2 because default, when you write this symbol, you believe automatically it's a square root. So you put it 3 here, it's a cubic root. Or you put 4 as a fourth root. But so you put it here, it's okay. Everyone understand, but not necessary. Algebra have a specific style. So now square root is without index, you suppose. 36 over 49. Okay. And one more time, you apply another property that I forgot to explain. When you have a fraction inside this radical, it's equivalent to say radical A over radical B. It's another property. Okay, entonces es negative radical 36 over radical 49. Okay, es negative radical 36 is 6, radical 49 is 7. Boom, final answer. You see, option B. Do you follow me, guys? Do you follow me? The manipulation radical? Do you follow me? Come on, I need to. Do you remember very well this rule? Well, I need to hear opinions. Is it complicated or is it easy? Do you remember or you don't remember anything? Come on, opinion. Oh, good or not good? Jasmine always put the thumb up. And you are doing the delayed for the thumb up. So I suppose that you're doing the process. Okay. Let's continue doing another example of the simplification exponent expression. Using positive, using negative, using fraction exponent. Bam. Okay. Look. Number 12 look like a little bit weird. Is 1681 raised to the negative half. Wow. It's a too many complications because we have negative exponent and we have reciprocal exponent. I propose you guys doing first the negative exponent. Negative exponent is reciprocal, and reciprocal is flipped. So this is equivalent to say, look, 81 over 16 raised to the 1/2. Okay. I take a fraction, I flip the fraction, reciprocal. When I do the action of the reciprocal, of course, now the exponent change the sign, positive half. Now I know the fraction exponent is a radical notation to see much better, at least for me. It's a square root because of 2. 81 over 16 is a square root 81 over square root 16 is a 9 and is a 4. So final answer. 9 over 4, 9 over 4, 9 over 4, 9 over 4 is C. 9 over 4, 9 over 4. Everyone follow me step by step. Negative exponent. First of all, conversion negative exponent to positive exponent. This step is conversion negative exponent to positive exponent. Second step is change to the radical notation, not fraction notation. Fraction notation is confusing. Now separate numerator, denominator, and do. Okay, 13. 13 is similar. Well, no, it's 9 raised to the negative 5 over 2. Well, again, we have, in this case, no fraction. Okay, it's 9. Again, we have the negative exponent. Entonces, sí es, okay. Actually, 9 is a whole number, but you can consider que es 9 over 1. Entonces, when you flip it, it's 1 over 9 raised to the 5 over 2. Okay, now radical. Square root again, because denominator 2 is 1 over 9 raised to the 5th power. Okay, entonces radical 1, radical 9, que es easier, raised to the 5th power. Radical 1 is 1. And radical 9 is 3, raised to the 5th power. You know, 1 is a magic number. When you raise to the any power, when you apply any root, it's always 1. And this is 3 to the 5th power. Okay, 3 to the 5th power, you put in the calculator, is 243. I guess so 3 times 3, let me see. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. This is 9. This is 9. This is 81. And 81 times 3 is 3 is 24. Yes, it's 243. And it's my final answer. Reciprocal. It's obvious because it's negative exponent. Makes sense. Okay, it's the option C again. Repetition. Not bad, eh? Not bad manipulation exponent, right? Negative exponent, positive exponent, fraction exponent. Okay. Let's move on to the 14. 14 say, parenthesis, big parenthesis, negative 8 over 125 raised to the negative 2/3. Wow. Too many negative. But I don't care this negative. This negative is not important. This negative I continue keeping. But this negative is reciprocal. So you copy. This is minus 125 over 8. Flip it. Over positive 2/3. Okay. Now, conversion to radical notation to see much better. This is cubic root. This 3 is this 3. Negative 125 over 8. I assume that this negative is belong to the 125, but it doesn't matter if you assume that in the. So another possibility is suppose that this is positive, this is negative. I don't know. In my mind, I like to be negative the top part, but it's okay. And don't forget a square. Okay, this 2 is that 2. So the 3 is the index of the root, and the 2 is the power. So I highly recommend to do the root first. It's a cubic root, the negative 125 over the cubic root of 8, and everything is square. The cubic root 125 is negative 5. Because negative 5 times negative 5, 3 times is negative 125. And the cubic root 8 is 2. And you raise everything to the second power. And negative 5 to the second power is 25 positive. And 2 to the second power is 4. So 25 over 4 is my answer. Let me see. Matching with the one option, 25 over 4. Yeah, let's see again. Okay, this kind of problem is C. Okay. Okay, guys. Everyone follow me? Okay, let's do one more. So we are doing, I repeat again the idea, guys. We are doing chapter, we start today. Chapter 4. Remember, some students send me the test 3 on paper online. Some students, so. But actually, you anticipate, because this is due this Wednesday, September 29. September 30 in the morning, I grade the ATEX. I check it also your work and ATEX. Okay? And so now the semester continue too fast, you know, because it's combo class. It's short semester. Now we start doing now the homework and test for online is available. I posted in Alex. Okay, any question, you let me know. Okay, remember I am your friend always to help you in any problem of the homework, the test no. The test is to evaluate your score, your performance, because I passed this class and you need to pass also. I am so happy with this class. Okay. Okay, what should I do? Well, in this case, well, you negative exponent again. So you flip it, 25 over 9. Raised to the 2/3. Now positive, reciprocal. Now cubic root. A cubic root? No, it's 3/2 of it, 3/2. Wait. Hello, I'm crazy.
I believe.
Come on, David. What do you say? It's 3/2 positive, no?
Yes, that's right.
Hey, so bueno. Because the only thing I did was reciprocal. The reciprocal is you change the sign of the exponent. That's it. Because I flipped the exponent. I'm crazy today. Wow. Now, after conversion to radical, what kind of root? Square root, because it's 2 here. 25 over 9. And raised to the given power. Boom. Now it's square root 25, it's square root 9, raised to the given power, square root 25, 5. Square root 9 is 3, and you raise to the given power. Wow, this is 5 to the given power over 3 to the given power. Be careful, because 5 to the given power means 5 times 5 times 5. And 3 to the third power is 3 times 3 times 3. And this is 125, and this is 27, because 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Then 125 over 27. This should be the answer. You see, let me check it. Yes.
Again.
It's C again. Because I take these exercises from the bank of data of the problem exercise I have. So I collect the same kind of problem. I normally have the same solution, C. But no. Don't guessing. You need to do. Okay? Okay. Boom. Okay. The rest of the time is not too much. It's 5 minutes. Let's do a couple of the problem. In this case, it's not one expression, it's 3 expressions. For example, 16 say x to the 1/2 fraction exponent. Wow. X to the 3/4 times x to the -2. Ooh. I hate the negative exponent. I don't like the negative exponent. Negative exponent no good. How you change? Well, the positive stay in your place. Doesn't change. But the negative, of course, yes. I put in the top like a positive. This is equivalent. Now, you are doing in any way. You multiplication division or division multiplication. Let's have the same priority. Let's do a multiplication. I don't know why. In my mind, it's much better multiplication. Multiplication, remember, you add this exponent. 1/2 plus 2. LCD is 2. Entonces, 1 plus 4, ¿no? Because 2 times 2 is 4, is 5. 5/2. So when you condensing this and this together, adding the exponent is 5 over 3/4. Now subtraction because that's division. So 5/2 plus 3/4. LCD is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 5 is 10. 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 3 is 3. Es 13. 13 over 4. Entonces now es x 13 over 4. In the top, ¿no? In the top. Let me check and see matching any solution. Oh yes, it's the A option. Do you follow me? This calculation of the fraction we can do in the calculator if you want. You have the famous TIX. I explain one moment here. Texas increment 30x. We can manipulate fraction. You put it in the calculator. 1 over 2 plus 2. And directly is 2 1/2, no? Well, I don't know exactly what to say. 2 1/2. And 2 1/2, when you convert to the proper fraction, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Or 2. Exactly like that. Okay. One more guy. One more, that's it. One more, that's it. One more, that's it. Okay. One more. Okay. 17. 17 say x to the 3 over 5 over x to the 6 over 5 fraction exponent times x to the -5. Okay, one more time, similar situation. In this situation, we have negative exponent. Personally, I don't like, therefore I convert to positive. The positive exponent stays in your place. I don't touch. However, the negative, yes. I put it on top, like a positive. Okay, now multiplication. The exponent is adding 3/5 plus 5. But 5 is a whole number over 1. LCD of 5 is 3 plus 25. 25 que 5 times 5 is 28 over 5. And we have x to the 28 over 5 divided by x to the 6 over 5. And this is too easy because now let me see. I make a mistake or no? No mistake. Okay, look. Now subtraction because of division. But this is easy. Why is easy? Because we have the same denominator. It's subtraction. Minus. 6 over 5. When there is the same denominator, you don't need to find LCD because you're supposed to divide. And 28 minus 6 is 22. The final answer is x, 22 over 5. And leave it like that because they want, okay, you express the final answer in this case like a fraction exponent. Okay, is b. Okay. So we stop here. Let me come back to the. Okay, let me stop sharing the screen and stop.